Hi everyone, I'm FMGreeno and welcome to the Greeno Tour, my FM21 European journeyman save. It's been about maybe 8 weeks in game time since we were last together. A lot has happened, so I think we'd best just crack on with it. So, over that 8-week period, we've played a dozen games. You'll remember I said I wanted to get through the January transfer window and we'd be playing against Monza. Well, unfortunately, that game has been pushed to the end of the month, so due to our progress in the Italian Cup. Anyway, let's run through what's been happening. So, the last game we were together was that 5-1 away win at Fiorentina. A brilliant result that was. Followed up by a bit of a disappointing one. Lost to Napoli 2-1 at home. Victor Osimhen gave us the run around all day long. It could have been more. For some reason, we played a friendly against Milan. Don't ask me why, but we beat them 1-0. And then since then, in the league, look at this form. We beat Genoa 3-0 at home, Parma 3-0 away, Spal 1-0 away, Fiorentina in the Italian Cup, another comfortable 3-1 win there. We beat Milan 2-1 at home, great result. Inter 2-0 in the Italian Cup quarter-final. We went to Juventus, got a 0-0 draw in the league, a really solid defensive performance there. Sassuolo came to our place, they got beat 3-0. We then travelled back up to Juventus again and actually got a 2-0 win in the first leg of the Italian Cup. So that bodes well for today's match, which is the second leg of that. And then Pescara beat them 2-0 in the league. So it's all been going very, very well. If we take a look at how that impacts on the competitions, we're still in 6th in the league here, but we've got a 10-point gap down to Fiorentina below us. So I think a European place is pretty much guaranteed. But what I think is interesting, we've played 23 games, 47 points. Udinese, who are surprisingly still top of the table, played 24 games and 53 points. So we're only 6 points behind them, with a game in hand. I think it's fair to say any one of these 6 teams is in with a shout of the title. In our other competitions, like I say, we've got Juventus in the semi-final of the Coppa Italia, 2-0 up from the first leg. Champions League looks a bit tougher, doesn't it? We've been drawn against Man United. That'll be coming up in the next episode. Anyway, let's go and see how we're setting up for this Juventus game. So today's lineup is a bit of a mishmash, if I'm honest. A few injury and suspension issues. Mosquito has got a cold, bless him, so he's out for today's game. And Koulibaly and our right-back Mert Mulder are both out suspended. Condition issues are affecting a couple of our players. So Kundemi, who's been rotating with Trincao on the right-hand side, he's not quite up to full fitness today. Neither is Max Grice, our first-choice centre-half. He needs a rest. So he's down on the bench. So we've had to shuffle things around a little bit. A couple of players in slightly less familiar positions, shall we say. So Boadu is starting out here on the left-hand side. Marasic, who's basically a centre-half, is going to play that holding midfield role that normally Ongwene has been playing, because Ongwene has to drop into the back four. Armini starts at right-back. He can play pretty much anywhere across the back line, to be honest. So yeah, I think it's a strong enough side, but it's far from first choice. So there's our lineup. The formation, of course, you're very familiar with. We've been using that pretty much since we got here in Rome. There's the Juventus lineup, 4-2-3-1. I imagine they're going to try and come at us quite hard in the early stages of the game. Obviously, they've got a 2-0 deficit from their home leg, to overcome. So I've dropped to a balanced mentality. We'll see how that suits us. Not very well, apparently. We're 1 down after 3 minutes. That is not the start to the game I wanted. Chiesa with a good ball in. That's a sort of thing you'd think the keeper probably should have come and claimed. I'm not quite sure why he didn't get involved. So, first chance of the game. First goal for the away team. 2-1 on aggregate now. Chance for us, though, here. We have a free kick. We're about 25 yards. Oh, sheesh. Good save, Diogo Costa there in goal. Wasn't the most powerful shot, but it looked to be pretty well placed. Nothing comes of the resulting corner. Highlight over. So we start building from the back here. Maignan kicks it long up to McDade, wins the header well. He's got the ball back here, looking for Boadu coming in from the left-hand side. That looks like a penalty to me. The ref's given it. He's not going over to look at the monitor. I imagine VAR will check it nonetheless. Let's see. Yes, it was a penalty. It certainly looked like it, didn't it? And I think Trincao probably will take this. There he is. And smashes it home. It's back to 1 apiece on the night and 3-1 on aggregate now. Very coolly taken penalty. Just left of centre. If the keeper had guessed the right way, he'd have had a very simple save, but he didn't. So we're in the 38th minute now. Here come Juventus again, but we've won the ball there. There's Oshish looking for McDade. He's got a lot to do here if he's going to try and do it all himself. He loses the ball. And here come Juventus with a counter-attack. Nope. Boadu's got in and won the ball. Good work. Is he going to have a pop himself? No, he feeds McDade. Oh, and just wide. Oh, I was sure he was going to slot that one home. And we're straight up the other end for a Juventus chance here. A free kick. Chiesa to take. A decent effort, but flies just wide of the post. So, coming up to half-time. Pretty exciting game so far. But we're going to go into the break 1 apiece. So, a quick word with the lads here. I think we're just going to say that we're pleased with the first half performance and out for the second half. Oh, we've scored. I didn't even notice the highlight starting then. Pay attention, Greeno. So Trincao takes a free kick. And Oshish at the back post gets up and nods it home. So that's a 2-1 advantage. I think that's 1 foot in the final. Time to make a couple of changes, though. Take some tired legs off. Back in a moment. So we've brought on Andre Anderson in midfield for Onyeka. And at the back, a very rare appearance for our Polish centre-half, Walukovic. He's come on for Kumbula. Chance here for Juventus, building on the right-hand side. Boadu wins the ball, but gives it away. They've switched it over to the left now. Chiesa, who is a definite danger. Can't get past Armini, though. He finds Andre Anderson, fresh legs, running at the Juventus defence. Holds it back to Trincao. McDade is in, and he's hit the post. And the follow-up goes wide. Goodness me. That was a good opportunity. So, obviously the final looks like it's on the cards. The other semi-final is Monza against Atalanta, which was finely poised at 1 apiece after their first legs. It'll be interesting to see how that's gone. Trincao here, looking for that ball towards the back post again, but it's a bit too straight this time, and the Juventus keeper picks it up. But we win the ball from his kick. Looking to build going forwards again here. Bradaric back to Marasic. We're going backwards now, all the way back to Maignan, keeping the ball, probing, looking for the right opportunity. Trincao gets it all the way across to Boadu. He runs into the box now, he's got a chance, and he finishes it! What a goal! I don't know how many passes that move was, but it was a lot. We're only going to see the very end of the move, unfortunately. Boadu picks the ball up here on the left-hand side, cuts inside his man, and fires home. That's the benefit of having a genuine striker playing in that inside forward role. He will be a threat. So we're coming up to the last couple of minutes. I can't see Juventus scoring 4 goals in injury time. They might get 1 though. Let's have a look at this. No, it's cleared. McDade can't win that, but Oshish does. And here's McDade. Gets round his man. Is he going to pull it back? No, he's going to go himself. A bit greedy, but he does win us a corner. Don't know why we're not time wasting from this one, but I don't suppose it really matters with a 4-goal advantage. We're in the last minute of injury time after all, and that's a very industrial looking challenge. Maybe one last chance here. Trincao with another free kick. Keeper comes and punches it clear. Juventus on the attack now, but with only 10 seconds left, I think we can afford to take a foul here or whatever. It's done. It's a 3-1 win on the night, 5-1 on aggregate. We are in the final. Well, you can see here, Atalanta have beaten Monza. They won 2-1 on the night, 3-2 on aggregate. So that's who we're going to be playing in the Coppa Italia final. It's about 3 months away, so we're not really too worried about it just yet. But it's something, yeah, something to look forward to at the end of the season, I guess. Coming up for us next, we have Empoli away. They're mid-table. Then the first leg of our Champions League game against Man United. That Atalanta at home. That Monza game that we were going to show you before. Udinese away. Of course, they're top of the table, so that's a bit of a crunch clash. Sampdoria home, but where we're going to come back, Man United, Champions League, first knockout round, second leg. I would probably throw in the Lazio game. You can't go wrong with a Rome derby, can you? One thing I haven't shown you was the transfers. And there's a good reason for that. We didn't make any. We went all the way through January without making a signing. I was looking around, but there was just nobody that really sort of stood out to me that made me want to spend a load of money. There just wasn't really anyone better available than what we've got. A couple of players did leave. Cristante, who's a bit of a Roma legend, over 300 appearances for the club, but he was old and not quite good enough anymore. So he went out on a free to a club in Saudi Arabia. Nuno Santos has gone to Benfica. Again, just not quite good enough for us anymore. He disagreed about that, which was one of the reasons I moved him on rather than keeping him as a squad player. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. It's definitely always good to get a win over Juventus, and that was a pretty convincing one if I'm honest. If you did enjoy it, please drop a like on there for me. And if you've got any comments about today's episode or anything else in the series, please drop them in the section below. And of course, if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, click that button and come and hop on the Greenobus. There is plenty of room for you all. Just remains for me to thank you for watching. I will see you soon for that big double header with Man United and Lazio. Bye for now.